Good evening. Hey, Caroline, hope you're well, my lovely lady. First time here. Was my first time here last night, and here I am again, fingers crossed. Oh, bless Caroline. I will put you up on screen now, my lovely lady. So you'll be my first one that I read for, sweet. So sorry I didn't get to you last night, Caroline. Oops. That's okay. It's just the box. It's nothing important. Evening, Yolanda, Rachel, Diane. Hope everybody is well this evening. I'm red hot, and John's upstairs, and I can't get him to open back door, so I'm going to be fussing and flapping. Carol, my lovely, hey. So, good evening, Andy. How's you? Again, YouTube isn't as busy as what Facebook's busier than YouTube for tarot readings at the moment. I've only really started doing tarots on YouTube, and I'd say I've done it about 4 times, if that. I think I've been mainly focused over on YouTube, but I have put on Instagram and a link to Instagram, because if we do, we've only got 26 followers, so it's going to be a long wait, but we may be able to get do some lives on TikTok, maybe. Instagram, I'm already doing my lives on Instagram. So yes, Rachel, hope your day went well. I hope so too. So I am going to start. So if anybody, what I'm going to do, Diana's put me, please, that's good. What I'm going to do is, if we don't get anybody asking, I'm just going to pick randomly. Hey, Sean, hope you're well, my lovely. I'm just going to pick random people, and I might end up reading for everybody again on this one. Or I might try pendulum and switch to pendulum, and then do a tarot reading if somebody pops in between doing pendulum for half an hour. But we shall see. We'll see who comes in for a reading. Hey, Gillian, my lovely lady. Hope everything is well. So the first card. Good evening, Debbie. For you, my lovely Caroline, we have got the 9 of Swords. Just bear with me a sec. I knew I'd got them somewhere because I need them to see me cards. I just can't see chat. I do feel at the minute, Caroline, you're feeling very weighted down at the minute. It's like there's layers and layers and layers and layers of stress. But it's like with each layer of this stress, it's like there's been, I don't know if it's like a light bulb moment, but now it's like you've exhausted yourself. So I don't know whether there's been a lot of overthinking. You're doing this on your head, so I do think that it's caused you a lot of stress, and I think there has been maybe some headache going on. I'll show you the card. This bloody light didn't do me no justice at all. So you can see the circles of the what I'd call a light bulb moment, but then you can see all these swords, but it's like everything's piling and piling up. So you need to watch out for this. I also feel like you're behind bars. So I'm not sure, Caroline, if that's a reference to how you're feeling at the minute. It's like that I don't know if you like it sounds daft, but you know, like how we can be prisoners to ourselves. I feel that that's what you're coming in as. But I do see that you're pretty exhausted. Again, there's something around the tummy, but it's like just above the belly button. There's like a round circle, and then it's like draping around the waist. But one thing I will tell you is all these light bulb moments that you've had, so all these that have built up stress, they're all going in a straight line. So these have all linked in with each other. So I don't know whether this is like a college course, university course, or some sort of learning course, or something that you're doing that you've started, and it's like you've cleared another one, you've cleared another level, you've gone down, or up, whichever. But you're left feeling so exhausted. But the arrows where the swords are pointing, they are unknown sources. So everything is going to align with each other. So everything that you've worked hard at doing that's got you to this final point, they're still lined up for the future. So everything's going to work out just the way it should. But for you, just make sure you rest. There's a connection to a half moon, but there's also a split within the family. Because you've got one tree going up, but it like bends like that. So there's a split within the family also. But yeah, just bring that wall back down a little bit and rest up, because you are going to feel very, very exhausted, Buttes. Where's she gone? I can't find who it was. Sarah's there, so I'll put Sarah on. Sarah at the minute, and then I don't know who'll come up after Sarah, so there's got to be somebody else. Diana, that's it. It was Diana that were next. I apologise, Diana, and I'll get to you next one, my lovely. Sarah, for you, my sweet lady. Sarah, for you, we have got the 9 of Cups, my lovely. There's been lots of celebrations going off around, but there's one certain celebration that's coming up that's going to mean everything to you. There's also a pot in the background. So I'm not sure whether you've got a spiritual connection. I don't know whether you're like me, that you can read tarots, or what energies you work with, but the cauldron's in the back, so there's got to be some form of connection to I don't want to say witchcraft, but in a good sense, if that makes sense to you, Sarah, because there's definitely that cauldron, so there is that link coming up. The food offering for me at the minute, it's showing me a pumpkin. So to me, when a pumpkin's, is it November pumpkins come out? Oh. No, it's no. Pumpkins come out on Halloween, don't they? So it's got to either be the ending of October, November time. There must be a celebration coming up for you, or October, November must be a very significant time and month for you. And in the summer, there's got to be 3 things relevant coming up in the summertime as well. So there's going to be 3 things happening within the summer this year. There's also a big thing happening at the either end of October, beginning of November, but it's all going to lead to this celebration. Now, like I said, there's been many celebrations around, but it's not quite connected. But that's what I'm seeing for you, my lovely. So get ready, because there's going to be some massive changes coming up for you in future. You have to let me know whether you can make that connection. There's a bit of healing coming to the head also, but it's more to one side than the other. And there's like a beautiful butterfly clip coming in. So there's some healing coming in. If it's that way, I think it's the left side of the head where there's healing being sent. So I'm not sure what it is. But it's like it's the left side that's hurting, but the right side that's being affected. I don't know, but yeah. Where's my evening incubus? How are you? Where's she gone? Where's me Diana gone now? She's there. Diana, I do apologize, my lovely lady. If anybody would like a card reading, just pop in chat that you'd like a reading, and I can then get to you, my lovelies. If not, I'm going to just start reading randomly. So you'll get a card whether you like it or not. No, I'm only messing. Just saw 2 white anomalies. Anyone seen those coming in behind me? There's no, I can say there's dust, but I'm sat still. John's upstairs. I have got nearly setting myself on fire with me smoke. Doggy's laid there in the corner, not moving. So yeah. But I noticed it other day, Incubus, when I was working with cards and when I've been working with pendulum, when I've had camera on, I've seen, I don't know what I've seen, but I've seen some things, and yeah, I can't explain it. But yeah, I've noticed that myself. Evening, Jodie. Hope you're well, my lovely. Diana, for you. And then we've got Jane. Diana, for you, you've got the 3 of Wands. Somebody's turning the back. And I don't know whether it's you turning your back on them or them turning the back on you. But there's going to be a change in direction coming around you. So if it's you that's turning your back on somebody, there's going to be some stepping stones to get over. You can see the stepping stones. So I don't know whether there's been a disagreement with somebody or it's on neutral terms. But there's definitely that turning of the back on somebody. If this person's turned the back on you, and this is happening to you right now, again, that person's going to have certain issues to work through before they can come back into fold, if that makes sense to you, Diana. You can see the stepping stones there, but they're going to be choices that are going that this person's going to have to make. Even though peace offerings are being made, I do think though that again, there's the 3 family members. It's like 2 against 1. Actually, it's like 2 against 1, but you're with 1, and I don't understand that one. But it's like you and somebody else have turned your back. I don't know what the sailing of the ships means or the sailboats, but sailing must have a clue in the message somewhere to you. What else can I see? But like I say, you're teetering on the edge. But I think that you turning away, I think it's actually you turning away from somebody rather than them turning away from you. But I don't know. I can't tell. It's only a 1 card, so can't really see. That's what I'm saying. The 2 possibilities that it's going to be. There's also a lot of pain with somebody with the head. They've got the red around the head. They're also wearing red robes, so there's definitely health issues with this person that's also turned the back. But I do feel like this has been an anger issue. I think it's been a mixed emotion issue. And I think a lot of healing needs to come in and take place. So that's what I'm getting for you, Diana, my lovely. Grandma died in October. My birthday's in July. And the structures and that doesn't fit, man. Oh, bless Sarah. You've gone through it, haven't you, Duck? If ever you need to talk and you're on Facebook, my Facebook's always open, sweets. So we'll come in after Jane. There we go. Jane's on screen now. Get back to the bottom comments, but sending you loads of love and to you, Diana, as well, my lovely. Hey, Carl, welcome to our ETA family. For all those that are new joining us tonight, welcome to our ETA family. As you know, we do paranormal. We do live investigations on a Sunday night on Facebook. It is tarot reading, and on Monday night on YouTube, it is tarot reading. Normal times for tarot reading are between 8:30 and 9 o'clock on both. So if I don't read on one, you've always got the chance to jump across onto the other one and have a reading from there. So yes. Oh, please share it out if you can. I know YouTube's harder to share, but if you know people who enjoy tarot readings, please ask them to pop in. They can come under a fake name. It doesn't make no difference. They can come in using a different I don't know, I could come on a Superman. I can still do a reading for a Superman name, because it's weird how the cards work. So you don't have to use, for people coming in, I know that people use some different names on here, so the readings are still genuine and still the same. Jane, then Carl, brilliant, my lovely. And she loves spiritual things too. Oh, bless her, Diane. Jane, for you, my lovely lady, we have got the 6 of Swords. I do feel like there's been some form of backstabbing going off around you, Jane, and I feel sometimes you're walking straight into this. It's like you're trying to avoid something, but it's constantly in front of you. It's like whichever direction you're going, these people seem to be there. I don't think that all of them are nice. And like I said, the swords are stuck down. Now, even though they're not stuck in your back, they're they're stuck in front of you. So these people have got to be making you either feel really uncomfortable, or there's something going off with this group of people. But again, because the swords are there, I do feel like these people are trying to think of the word. Not all nice, Jane. I think that they can be drama queens and trouble causers in their own right. I think some of them have tried to stir trouble up around you, but you're too laid back, you're too easygoing, and it's like, well, if you're going to go that way, I'm just going to skirt around you. And I think for these, I don't know how you go about dealing with people in your way, whether you go out of your way to avoid confrontation or conflicts or things like that. But I think to deal with these, you're going to have to do something a bit more, because bypassing them, all it does is they just find another way to annoy you in a different way, if that makes sense, Jane. But you've got clear waters, a little bit of rough waters coming in, but I think that's caused by whoever these people are that stood in front of you. And even though there's 6 swords, it doesn't mean that there's 6 people in front of you. It could just be 2 or 3. But the swords do represent the people for me, my lovely. There's also going to be a mountain to climb. I think but there's a lot of greenery around this family. So I'm not sure whether there's a family abroad or there's something to do with, or there's something coming up that's going to be done within the family, if that makes sense. But I do feel that there's going to be a mountain to climb. But, once you get to the top of mountain, it's going to be massive celebrations for you. You can see the different pieces coming together on the mountain. So don't know if this is a family thing where you're working together with family, or what, but family's got to play a big part in whatever this is, whether it's a family business. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely. Carl, is it Carl next? Hey, Carl, well, I'm definitely mad. You need it. You need to be mad. You need to be mad, my lovely. Oh, sugar, don't let me throw up cards, because John's upstairs now and I've got nobody to bend and pick my cards up for me. That's not good. You're welcome, Jane, my sweet lady. Carl, for you, we've got the moon card. So with this card, there's a strong animal connection coming through. And for me, it's like, I don't know if it's wolves or dogs, but there's 3 dogs. I think one of the animals is in spirit. I think that's one of them. And the reason I said that is because it's there. This one's there, and it's sort of like in the shadows kind of thing. But then these have got mist coming round them. But I'm not sure whether they're all in spirit or just one's in spirit. But like I said, that one I know for definite, because the mist really, it's like stood behind, if that makes sense. Queen, you can drop a question. I can try and answer it. If I can't, I will let you know, my lovely lady. There's 3 keys. There's something that's going to need unlocking. You're keeping 3 things very close to you, and it's like you're holding back on the key, and you're not going to let this out for nobody. I think you're a very trustworthy person with other people's secrets, and you do hold on to them. But I do think you're holding a couple of your own as well, and they're not bad secrets. It's not something that people have got to go, oh, it's all the secrets from me. It's not that kind of secrets. These are just like they're just little things, if that makes sense to you. Again, you wear the picture, you've got a corset on, so there's either some tightening around the chest and tummy area for your Carl. I don't know whether this is something that comes and goes, but it's definitely that corset kind of restricted feeling that I'm getting. I do think on a spiritual level, you are quite connected to the spirits. I don't think you are one of these that would openly you know how you have male like witches and males are witches too. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting, and I don't know why. I don't know what the oval. I don't know whether you can talk to spirit. I know that sounds daft, but you know, like your third eye you've got here, you've got it like there on your throat. Let me show you the card. So I don't know whether you need to work on your third eye, so it's opening up here, but at the minute it's like opening up on your throat. So I don't know whether you've got that gift of communication with spirit, but through voice, or I don't know how that works. You're definitely burning a candle though, but in this flame there's two. There's three things that you're burning at minute, and I do feel that these three things need to get dealt with pretty quick. I don't think these are positive things. I think these are quite negative things just around you on daily life, and they need to be sorted. I feel that the wolves are there as a protection. I am seeing a family tree, but it's really weird because I'm seeing 4 family trees. The first one is there and it's non-existent. It's like it's just got its footing, but it's non-existent. This family tree, this feels like it must have been, I don't know if it was a strict upbringing. Normally I see leaves on tree, and the leaves on the tree show me the love. So I'm not sure whether there was something within this family that was quite bare, quite non-emotional kind of thing. But then there's 2 in the background. Again, you've got the 2 trees. Now, these are the big, what do you call them? Weeping willow trees. And these 2 weeping willows seem to be the ones that protected you. But they're the ones that backed you up. They're the ones that believed in you, kind of thing. Carl, is what I'm seeing. I was going to say, I don't know what the issue with the leg is. Is it left leg? I think it's left leg. I do feel there's issues with the left leg, knee down to the foot. I'm not sure if that's in both, but I can see it in the left. So yeah, you just need to open up a little bit more to spirit if you're not already, Carl. Who's next? Queen, is that it? Queen, did you have a question? Debbie, I've got you. I don't know if guys, Queen put a question in. What does Moss think and feel for me, Amy Taurus? To be honest, Queen, it's difficult for me to answer questions like that. Again, we had one on Facebook yesterday to do with relationships, and it was about the partner, how the partner felt about them. To be honest, if you're having to ask questions like that, then it needs to be done with the partner, as daft as it sounds, because questions like that for me, if I felt the need that I needed to ask somebody how my partner felt, for me, that'd be a worrying sign to start with, because I'd hope I'd know how he felt about me, if that makes sense. Or even if it's how a friend feels about you. For me, that intuition should be there. So go with your intuition. You don't need me to tell you, Queen, on how somebody feels for you. You'll be able to feel that energy from them, on how they act around you, how they are around you, and things like that. But yeah, it's really... it's really a difficult one to ask. It's like I said to them, the lady that asked yesterday. I could say to her, no, he doesn't love you. And she could end that relationship because I've said he doesn't love you. If I said to her, he thinks world of you, she might stay in a relationship and it might be the wrong relationship to stay in. He could be an abusive person, or she could be an abusive person. Do you know? So it's really difficult for that kind of question to come forward, Queen. So to be honest, I don't do them type of readings just because it can influence, what I say can influence so many people on a relationship. And I'm not a relationship expert. Even though I've had a few in my time, I'm not a expert on relationships. So that one, go with your gut instinct, go with how you feel. And yeah, that's the best advice I can give you, my lovely. Debbie. With Debbie coming up. It's a show. We've got her. There we go. We've got Debbie. Evening, Debbie. Hope you're well, my lovely lady. Debbie, for you, my sweets, we have got the Temperance card. Ooh, very open, Debbie. You seem to have got a very intriguing aura around you. You're quite a naturist, not a naturist, but you love nature. There's a big nature connection for you coming in. You've got the rainbow coming in behind you, which is very, and rainbows to me are quite magical. But this rainbow, it's attaching itself to the angel wings that are behind you. Now, these angel wings to me, with the feathers that they're coming off, feathers must have a strong meaning to you for whatever reason. Because if you look at the way the feathers are, they're showing very... They're very, you know, like normal, like when you'd see a white angel wing, you just see the white, you don't always see the details on the feathers, whereas on these you can see the finest details of the feathers. So there's definitely that feather connection coming in. Family on both sides is coming in. Again, it's like the family now, it's like as you've got older, I don't know whether they appreciate you or you appreciate them more, but the family's definitely overshadowing. They're not overpowering you, but there's love coming in, if that makes sense. But you can make your own decisions. They're not like interfering. I do think though that there is on one side of family, there is somebody coming in. Now, I don't know whether this is a standing joke, but they're wearing some sort of crown, or they're wearing something. If it's a crown, they're coming in because they're saying that they were royalty. And I don't know whether that's their definition, their character of how they are, how they were in life, and it was a joke kind of thing, and how you remember them. But I also feel, do you know, I want to say it's a gentleman's energy that's coming in. But it is like his royalty. But I feel that this person, I think this person would have passed with a last breath. Just because when you look at what's coming out of the mouth, it's up here under my finger. I don't know if you can see it clearly enough, but when you look, they're like, and it's like they're just blowing out the last breath, if that makes sense. He's part of this rainbow. He's the magical. He's like the magical essence of what you could say. So he's with you and watching you always. He's the one that's he's your pot of gold at end at rainbow, if that's the thing that makes sense. I don't know what the connection is now. I don't know whether this is twins or birthdays that interact, but there's something. Part of it's you and part of it's somebody else. But can you see that cup there? And there's a cup there that you're holding at the side of the bed. It's like going a white stream. So there's like a white light connecting. I'm not sure who this white light connects to, but to me, I think this is a connection to somebody else around you, Debbie. There's definitely that. I think it's quite a spiritual bonded connection. And I'm not sure who that's with, but it's definitely coming from you. And I don't know whether, no, it sounds daft, but it's like you can read this person's mind and they can read your mind. So it'd be like a little bit of like, is it telepathy coming in? There's something new coming up because you're dipping your water. You're dipping your water. You're dipping your foot in some water there. So there's definitely something that you're testing. You're feeling out the situation. Keep feeling it out till you're 100% sure you want to jump in. Because you're very balanced. You know exactly what you're wanting to do. A daffodil connection. I don't know where that comes in or whether that's a spring connection for you. And I don't know what this... There's like a symbol on your chest. To me, it's like a funny shaped diamond. It's point at top, but then it's sort of like rounded underneath, if that makes sense, but it's not fully rounded. But to me, it's more like a symbol. So I don't know whether this symbol is something, is like a family symbol, but it's on the chest area. So I'm not sure what that is, my lovely. But that's what I'm getting for you, Debbie. Collins explains with pendulum to see if she can communicate with loved ones. I do. I will be doing pendulum. I'm going to be coming on and doing a pendulum on here. I have done them on Facebook, but yeah, that'll be my granddad. He was magical. Oh, bless him. He comes through though with that character of like I'm the king, but it was more. I think that was just his like personality. I think big personality, but also my nanan. I call my nanan the queen, because, and that's like the feeling that I get your granddad was. So I hope that's okay, Lindsay. Just in case you didn't see, but Queen asked for a general. Yeah, no worries. I'll do Queen next, my lovely. Just make sure I pop her up after. Just read Debbie and who am I reading for now then? And Jodie. Oh, thank you, Gillian, my lovely. Amaze balls, not cheese balls or vinegar balls. Amaze balls. We're flashing balls, Gillian. We're flashing balls. Amaze balls. It's flashing balls. For you, my lovely, we have got the shadow side. So the shadow side. I think deep inside, Jodie, you are... This thing's really bothering you that you're keeping away from everybody and you are holding it back in the shadows. I do think this is connected to one person, and I'm not sure whether this person is still living. I actually think this person may be passed, or someone to do with this person would be passed over. I don't know what this situation is, but I think you had a bad experience. Through life. I do think family is connected, because it's like that's you holding on to your head. That's you that's scared under the family tree, and it's like the family should protect, but the family's not protecting. You've got the light in the spirit coming from above, but they're like blinding themselves. So it's like a blinding, you can't see me kind of thing. And there's also like, I don't know if there's a fear of death or whether it's like all your fears are like coming up into one. I don't know whether it's anxiety, Jodie. I'm not sure whether you're suffering really badly with anxiety. And again, I think this is something that it's a side of you that you keep in the shadows, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you're managing to hold it back, if that makes sense, Jodie, because you're literally holding it all in. The thing is, you know where this person is with the lie, who's hiding themselves. You need the doorways there. The doorways in reach of you getting out of these situations. So to me, it's that choice. It's making that choice. That uses the word amazeballs. you've got a decision to come up. You can either stay and suffer in silence, as they say, and try and deal with these on your own, or there's an escape door coming up. There's an escape door that's going to be there, and it's going to be the opportunity for you to find that person that you can trust and talk to or whatever, but that opportunity is going to be coming up, and I think it's going to be happening within the next 3 to 4 weeks. An opportunity is going to come up where you can actually either start being yourself and dealing with the emotions that you've got going off, because there's definitely a lot of unsettled emotions coming in around you, Jodie. I do apologise. So that's for you, my lovely. Get a wash. Who's getting a wash? Let me find Queen. There you go. Oh, you're welcome, my lovely lady. I'd rather be honest than fill you up with some things that I've got no control over, if that's makes not, and I've got no control over. I'd rather just be honest with you than damage your relationship, whether it's in a good way, a bad way. It's just certain things I won't do. Hey, Deborah, how's you, my lovely lady? Nothing like a hairy vinegar salty ball in my face. Rachel, vinegar, salty. I bet you're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope it's food and you're not being derogatory. Yeah, dear. I know, Rachel, you're a bad influence. For you, my lovely queen, we have got the Four of Pentacles. Again, the Pentacle sign for you is you have got that connection if you wanted to work within a spiritual capacity. Religion or spiritualism or whatever you believe in is really close to your chest. You can see you're holding on to your beliefs really, really strongly. I don't know what the wreath is showing, so I don't know whether that's somebody's I don't know whether it's coming up to that time of year of an anniversary of a loved one crossing. Just because with the wreath, it's like the wreath needs to be, it's like that's what's going to be happening. Somebody's going to lay a wreath. So I'm not sure whether that's an anniversary of somebody's crossing that's coming up, or whether that's just happened because it's behind you. So I'm not sure. There's a door of opportunities, but at the minute the door is closed. You're not noticing. It's like you're not noticing this door either, because you're facing the wrong way. You need to do a slight turn around. I know you're very well grounded. You're grounded all the way around, but you need to trust your instinct a little bit more, trust your gut, and make that turn, because the door's always going to stay closed till you realize that you can open that door. So you really do need to be opening this door, because this door is going to be opening up to like a new kind of a new world, if that's the right word. I don't see family trees. I do see a little bit of like green foliage coming in around the sides. So I'm not sure whether family's supportive or not supportive. I think it's a mixture of both. Again, it's like, so there's no trees, but the greenery, but it's like the grass on one side only comes up so far, and it's longer on the other side. So I don't know whether there's more support coming from one side of family than the other, but neither are quite supportive, if that makes sense. I do feel there is a little bit of jealousy though. You're carrying some green on your shoulder. And I do believe that that's a little bit of jealousy within you. And as you know, jealousy can spread wildfire. So nip that in bud quickly. Get that bit sorted before that takes off to something else. I don't know whether it's I don't know if it's you that is having trouble with the eyes and not seeing as well as what you should. But if you are, just go. I just get your eyes a quick checked. You're very holding things to your chest as well. You hold things really tightly in. It's like nobody's getting past your barrier. I'm not sure what the issue is with the wrist, but you've got like a bandage on your wrist. I'm not sure whether it's like is it carpal tunnel, something like that, something with the wrist that's not just that's not quite right. But you just sat on the steps. You need to stand up and make that decision, make that choice, and walk through the door. It's a case of one of them, queen. It's either shut up and put up, or move on. I don't know if that's too, I don't want that to sound harsh, but it's like that's the kind of thing, because you just sat there and not know. I don't know. You'll know the situation better than me, my lovely. Have we got anybody else that wants a reading? Look at me, I'm getting right flustered in face, look. I always do. Do you know when you work with cards? I always get very, very flustered. If anyone uses Facebook, please check out ETA. We also have a members area, some great extra footage, more tarot and pendulum, lots of information and charts on all paranormal, and it is only $2.79 a month per month. It is the members area, we keep it at £2.79. A lot of people are saying, oh, nobody's going to join because it's cheap, so it means it's going to be crap. It's not crap. We have it that cheap, so everybody, no worries, Scotty, my lovely. I hope you're getting your work done. We have it at $2.79 because that is an affordable price, and that's a price I would pay to join somebody else's. I wouldn't be paying silly money to go and join something that, yeah. But that's just me. It's just got to be all okay. What we have just done on the members area, the members is only on Facebook at the moment. It's not on YouTube. The members is only on Facebook. What we are doing today, we've done talks on. Do you know, my memory is so forgetful. We've done talks on Book of Shadow. We're going to start a own Book of Shadows. Well, not I'm going to start. We're all going to start as own Books of Shadows. So we've just been going through tips and tricks in how to get started, and then there'll be other information being shared. We do, like Yolanda said, we do the pendulum readings, we do tarot readings. You get the extra footage when we're live. There's all different topics in section. We're doing we're finishing off the crime section. I'm on chapter 4, reading a crime book, and they're unsolved crimes. So it's not all just paranormal. We do try and keep everything up and running. Evening, Elizabeth, my beautiful lady. Would you like a card reading? But yeah, it is actually really, really good. It's a good place, like I say. But I've got to say that because we do it. Oh dear, no. Right, Elizabeth, let's see what's on cards for you, my lovely. Mr. Brown, have you got enough? It's okay then. No, are you okay? Are you sure, Elizabeth? I don't mind doing you a quick card reading. Just a general read, my sweets. But yeah, Johnny's going to be going on the members, and he's going to be continuing over on members area with, I'm not going to say what it is. The crime stuff is fab. Wrong word, fab, but you know what I mean. Do you know? Yeah, John's going to be continuing the, what have I just said? All right, my sweet lady, no worries. What have you said? Book of Shadows. John's going to be continuing the Book of Shadows. Yeah, but it's part of what was in the Book of Shadows, isn't it? All right. It's something along them lines anyway. I don't know what he's done. He's done something I've asked, but I don't know what I've asked him to do. So I've just totally forgot that. Oh, God. I'm burning up. I'm going to bend my light off me. I don't know if it's that light that's making me flush. So I do hope everybody has had, you said you were going to give me all your worldly assets. Did I, Yolanda? You can have them, Duck. I've got none. I've got no worldly assets. You're not having my picture. Oh dear. So I am going to call it. I want to thank everybody so much for joining me tonight for pendulum tarot reading. What I'll do is I'll have a look at doing a pendulum time on here. You did, honest gov. She got her box. What do you mean she got a box? But yes, thank you for joining us for tarot reading. And we hopefully we'll be on here doing some pendulum readings. How I do the pendulum reading is I ask people to put a name of a loved one that they want to communicate with. We can't always get through. Sometimes there's just no connection. Other times we do get stronger connections, then we get some mild connections, but we do manage to get connections. Can I bottle and keep that wrong? You can, Erkibis. But yeah, so with pendulum, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick somebody at random and try and communicate with them with their loved one and see how we go on with that. And if the connection gets stronger, if not, we will try again. We'll try somebody else and then keep trying until we can make somebody connect. But it has been absolutely fabulous. The responses and the questions that have been asked and the responses that come back. It's absolutely an amazing experiment. I love it. So yeah, so right, I am going to call it then. John's going to be live. What time are we on now? Let's have a look at time. 9:35. Do you want to say 10 o'clock or a quarter to 10 to? John's going to be live over on our members area. So everybody take care. Again, if you'd like to join, it is over on Facebook. I do apologize, it's not over on YouTube yet, but it is over on Facebook. If you'd like to join, pop across and subscribe, and just click on the link in the subscribe group, and that takes you across to the members group. So please take care, have a great evening, enjoy the weather. Whatever we've been having, snow and bits of all sorts. Good night, England. Good job you didn't just put your G night, because I read that wrong, I think, other night. I can't remember what I said. But yeah, that were a bit of a plonk on me. Good night, coconuts. But yeah, so enjoy yourselves, and we shall see you very shortly over on members. Take care and see you soon. Mwah. Love you loads. Bye. Give a little chuckle before I go. I can't end broadcast. End. There we go.